Algebra 1, one of my favorite lessons. These are functions defined by equations. Sometimes we call them composition of functions. The essential question is, can you define a function by using equations? So example 1 says, list the range of, and we say this as f of t equals 4t minus 3 if the given domain is 0, 1, 2, and 3. So this is kind of like the charts that we did, where the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually find the range. So I'm going to call these answers R. And when I plug in 0, I'm going to use this equation, 4 times 0 minus 3. 4 times 0 is 0, minus 3 is negative 3. And then I'm going to put in 1. 4 times 1 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. And then I'm going to put in 2. 4 times 2 minus 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. Do you see a pattern yet? It's always good to observe for patterns in mathematics. Do you see that it's going up by 4 here and up by 4 here? So if I went up by 4, my next guess is 9. But let's just double check because it is going up by 0, 1, 2, 3. So if I put in 3, 12 minus 3, ding, 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 is 9. So the answer to this question, if the domain is 0, 1, 2, and 3, the range is negative 3, 1, 5, and 9. All right, so let's get to the heart of this. These questions get a little bit more confusing, like example 2, 3, and 4. The next examples, they give us g of x is equal to 4x minus x squared. So really what they did, and then they're telling us to find certain things. You see how they're telling us to find g of 1? I'm going to write that down. This is g of 1. Then the next one's g of negative 1. So all we're doing, they are naming this g. So they're saying, hey, go to the g formula, because sometimes they'll have an f of x and a g of x, but they're saying, hey, we're going to go to the g formula, and at the question 4x minus x squared, we're going to put in a 1. 4 times 1 minus 1 squared. Well, 4 minus 1 is 3. So g of 1 is equal to 3. So the next question just says, hey, we're going to the g equation again, but instead of putting in 1 or x, we're going to put in negative 1. 4 times negative 1 minus negative 1 squared is negative 4 minus 1, which is negative 5. And then the last question, they're asking us to plug in g of 2. So again, we're going to the g equation, and instead of putting in x, we're going to put in 2. So 4 times 2 minus 2 squared, well, 8 minus 4 is 4. So I have 3 answers. G of 1 is equal to 3. G of negative 1 is equal to 5. And G of 2 is equal to 4.